And welcome back to some more Dawn of War Soulstorm Mayhem. It's going to be a 2 vs 2 replay on the Doom Spiral map. So your top right team consists of Big Raider Orks, interesting spelling of Orks, actually playing as the Chaos Space Marines, and Denui Man playing as the Orks. Interesting. And bottom of the team consists of call them Oiki playing as the Orks, and myself, Lightman 2009, playing as the Space Marines. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, after having a bit more of a look at Dawn of War 2 and the comments about it, I've decided I'm not really to get it myself just yet. So yeah, just be sticking with Dawn of War Soulstorm for the time being. And God knows I've actually got crap loads of replays that I've yet to commentate on. I actually played quite a bit of this game at one point, and yeah, I'm just basically well, mostly just commentating on the stuff I've played on. Interesting stuff that you see in hindsight, actually. But there you go, and also a nice little terrain glitch there if you have a look. Very nice indeed. Now, what can you do? So, just seeing what everyone's build is, looking pretty standard thus far. Looks like Oiki is going for a free slugger boy, so a bit more melee heavy rather than ranged heavy, while Denui Man is going for what appears to be one slugger squad and one shooter squad. Interesting. We usually have a second slugger squad somewhere out there, but apparently not. And so I'm going with some quick space marines to take out these cultists, while Big Raider Orks is going for a quick Chaos Lord, finally coming in. And I actually don't mind managing to get the strategic point actually captured, I'll be damned. But yeah, the cultists actually retreating, Chaos Lord coming in, and my guys shouldn't sustain too much damage. Might lose one squad member, but that's about it maybe, to the Chaos Lord. And at the same time my Force Commander is coming out as well. Thankfully the Big Meg coming in for Oiki to do a bit of damage to those cultists, while my Force Commander is going to be coming in to, there we go, probably to attach him to the squad, or maybe not. I guess I would keep him detached. But there you have it. Not bad. Managing to get a few pod shots off on the Chaos Lord while my Force Commander is at full health, and I didn't even lose a single guy from that. I think that was the guy that was severely weakened. Managed to survive though, but my Scout Marines on the other hand are going to get killed off though. They're going to be scouting the Chaos Space Marines squad there, so providing I'm paying attention, that should at least tip me off that my opponents will be going for a bit of a standard build, which I suppose isn't too surprising really. We don't see any armories or anything like that just yet though, so I don't know if he's going to stay in tier 2 or if he's going to go to tier 1 or not. Bit of a close fight between between the Loyalist Space Marines and the Chaos Space Marines. Thankfully the second squad of Space Marines coming in for myself should be able to turn the tide there. My Force Commander keeping his health mostly intact, while the Chaos Lord coming off a bit worse for wear, although I should be attaching my Force Commander to my Space Marines. What can you do? Nice little not bad. Nice little skirmish happening in the middle as well. The Slugger Boys and Shooter Boys for Denui Man doing quite a bit of damage, forcing my ally out of it unfortunately. It doesn't look like Oiki has any Shooter Boys of his own. In fact, I don't even see a Mech Boy for him, which is rather bad as the enemy's Mech Boy is still at half health. And we've got another battle of course happening here. Oh, where the hell's my Force Commander going? Okay, there we go, another battle happening for the Chaos Space Marine player's base. His Chaos Space Marines managed to do quite a bit of damage actually, and wow, that guy not doing too well though. Almost managing to destroy an entire squad of Space Marines of mine, but I also managed to almost annihilate his squad as well. Unfortunately, he is slowly driving me back, which kind of sucks. I did manage to decap this strategic point and keep it decapped there, and my listing post has been set up, so at least I've got a very nice little strong point to retreat to. And as for my Orc ally though, it doesn't look like he's got much of a strong point of his own to retreat to, which is very unfortunate though. He's got crap loads of sluggers. In fact, he's got a almost a full squad of sluggers. Interesting use of sluggers to say the least. No Big Mech, no Shooter Boys, not really sure what the hell he's doing. As for myself, I seem to be pretty content with just camping out here. Force Commander sending him away. I think I'm just going to be using him as a bit of a forward scout, and we're going to tier 2, not just yet. In fact, just getting another plasma generator down, which probably means I'll be going to tier 2 at some point. Denui Man trying to charge ahead of his guys there, and wow, the Big Mech actually getting swamped by sluggers. And here we go, here comes the Big Mech for Oiki as well, so should be able to clean up these Slugger Boys and Denui Men pretty easily. And of course, look at that, another battle happening between Chaos opponents and me, and looks like the turret I managed to kill off the builder, probably with the Force Commander before it was built, managing to get it to be cancelled, and Chaos Lord is still alive though. He managed to lay down a tainted Auspex, funnily enough, before retreating. Yeah, Chaos Lord still managing to survive though, which kind of sucks. And as you can see, my Orc ally on the left having a hell of a time against big shooters. I don't know why he's going into ranged combat with sluggers against them, especially since he doesn't even have burners attached to sluggers. In fact, oh, you can actually get them though, apparently. Not bad. Might not have been such a bad thing to do, but what can you do? 20 men going into close combat against my Space Marines there, and interesting little little symbol they got there. I'm not entirely sure what chapter that's meant to represent, but in any case, tearing up these Orcs, or actually deciding to remain here, funnily enough. Being quite a pain in the ass, my Force Command, of course, not having any of that, but yeah, my Space Marines are unfortunately getting torn down, and okay, don't have any, don't have a heavy bolters for the Chaos Space Marines. Thankfully, they don't have an armory down yet. Still in Tier 1 by looks, so I'm getting more Space Marines out. I think just about everyone seems to be remaining in Tier 1. Although, Chaos Space Marines, though, if you have a look at his power, he's got crap loads of excess power, though. Such a shame there's not a Tier 2 yet, because he could be using that excess power on vehicles. But, oh well, what can you do? He's got Space Marines coming out instead. I'm going to Tier 2 myself, getting an armory down. My allies taking up slowly as well, and yeah, we're slowly driving back our opponents as well, although there's bloody big shooters really being a pain in the ass, as you can see. He's actually going with Knob Leaders, funnily enough, attaching them to his squads, and myself saying retreat just as well. Unfortunately, my Force Commander is still alive, as well as my Space Marines, but unfortunately so is the Chaos Lord and his Chaos Space Marine, which kind of sucks. What can you do? Chaos Space Marine's getting a bit caught out there, but yeah, unfortunately we're basically forced to make it quite the retreat though. Doing a bit of economic damage though. I mean, decapping this strategic point and keeping this strategic point decapped, and bloody shooter boys teleporting into the fray as well, which is quite the pain in the ass, but finally managing to reach Tier 2, bringing out frag grenades for my Space Marines, and there we go, also going for heavy bolters. Looks like 2 heavy bolters for each squad straight off the bat. And there we go, very nice little teleport by Oiki coming in with his own squad. Unfortunately needs a pile of guns in order to get to the big shooters, but still not too shabby though. And interesting having an Obliter though attached to these shooter boys, especially since they are using big shooters. Big shooters of course outranging the Knob Leaders slugger. But there we go, finally do have my own. Indeed. But yeah, my own guys coming in, and there we go, he also got the machine cut down, so if I'm not careful though, I might actually run into enemy vehicles without a proper counter though. Yeah, still got a bit of room to upgrade at least one squad, and there we go, also nice little use of grenades as well, managing to keep the shooter boy squad pretty nicely tangled up, as well as the big vehicles attached to that shooter boy squad. Not too shabby indeed, and Oiki hopefully will be coming in as well to help with the assault. As for opponents, not really seeing any vehicles at all. Nope. So thankfully the heavy bolters should be the right choice. And as for opponents, yeah, they can actually, the Chaos Space Marines can get heavy bolters, but he's more focused on just keeping his guys alive, or rather keeping his squads intact than anything else. This shooter boy squad finally coming in for Oiki. Unfortunately running into more shooter boys, and there we go, the slugger of the Knob Leader also being get used to it effect as well, taking out all those shooter boys as well. But our main army here still remains intact. We should be able to take out the Sistine Post before it's upgraded. Big Raider Orks managing to cancel the upgrade just in the nick of time, and just as well managing to save some resources there. I don't have any vehicles yet. Oh, there we go, I do actually have a Rhino transport out. Actually, how many squads do I have? 1, 2, okay, so yeah, Rhino transport just to transport those 2 squads around. The next logical research to go for, of course, would be the heavy weapons upgrade, which hopefully I'll be getting very soon as well, in order to maximise the amount of weapons that these 2 squads can carry, as they'll constitute the main mechanised force, as well as whatever vehicles I happen to muster. Looks like instead I'll be going for an additional plasma generator, maybe a bit more of a vehicle based play. We'll see what happens. And looks like the Dwinian guy is actually managing to do a bit of damage to my ally on the left there, decapturing one of the strategic points, and there we go, that does allow us to catch the Chaos Space Marines a bit out, but they are at Tier 2 now, so getting the actually no, I think this is not Tier 1, their Spring Champion, they're going to Tier 2 now, yeah, the Aspiring Champion can be added to squads, I think, once you get the armory down, I'm not entirely sure. In any case, my Orc pal deciding to sit back here, and my transport really not really doing too much. Do have a, oh really, I do have a land speed of Tempest though, and the opponents are starting to corner us with their troops though. Orks teleporting back, and there we go, should be able to actually take them all out. So yeah, just saw that they did teleport there, and actually land speed of Tempest doing a nice bit of damage there, disrupting enemy troops and all that. And even though it is upgraded with crack missiles, which are effective against vehicles and buildings, crack missiles themselves actually aren't too shabby against infantry, even though they don't do splash damage like the frag missiles do. Frag missiles, though, on the other hand, are incredibly shitty against vehicles. So normally, most of the time, you'd want to upgrade to crack missiles, even if they do cost a little bit more. Even against infantry, really, as they do still they still do decent damage against infantry anyway, and they do a bit of knockback and all that. And of course, you can use the crack missiles to crack open structures like this listening post. Very nice indeed. And Big Red Orks finally at tier 2. He's bringing out a Chaos Lord. Looks like he's got the plasma pistol upgrade, possibly also the force weapons upgrade as well. Not really sure, as I wasn't paying too much attention to the upgrades that they have, but as you can see, we are dominating at the moment. Nob squad being called in for Oiki. Looks like he's mostly focusing on oh no, never mind. I was going to say he's focusing on melee, but it does have a few range troops there, so big shooters. Needs to equip his shooter boys with them, and okay, at least he equipped these guys with them at the very least. And there we go, we'll be focusing more on destroying the opponent's base while they regroup in the northeast. And good job from me. Apparently the game's only slightly half over, which is quite amazing. The enemy is certainly not out for the count though, sending in a war truck, which means that the Orks at the very least are up to tier 2 with a big mech, we should say with a mech shot, should I say. And Sacrificial Circle being built for Big Raider Orks. Looks like we'll be going for the Sacrificial Circle route, while his ally is going for the vehicle route, which isn't such a bad thing to do really. And we've got this freaking bazookas. There we go, tank busters being used against the land speeder Tempest, and unfortunately getting it taken out, which kind of sucks, but what can you do? My Rhino Transport, I like to be careful with him. Make sure he doesn't get taken out by bloody tank busters, especially since I don't have any actual detection. Thankfully my ally teleporting his troops, and they probably should just get my... never mind, I'm just going to retreat all the way back here. Incredible. I probably shouldn't have done that as my ally was left out in the cold like that. I probably should just attack with my troops instead, but what can you do? And the war truck I think was even being used to keep harassing my ally as well. But there we go, now that my guys are out in force, hopefully we can get some shots off on the big mech and war truck. Another frag grenade being used on the big mech there, very nice indeed, managing to stop him from moving too much, and actually managing to keep him at bay while the knobs come in to do a bit of melee damage. But yeah, the war truck of course being able to escape pretty damn easily. Big mech for Oiki unfortunately wasn't in the right position to be able to detect the tank busters, managed to really screw me over there, but what can you do? Me saying what a struggle, but yeah, it is actually quite a struggle. I mean, even after all this, the enemy team is still pretty damn formidable. We really have to watch what we're doing, to say the least, but what the hell. Fresh Rhino Transport being brought up presumably, or maybe that one's being repaired, not entirely sure. And I've also got Sacred Artifacts as well, so I'll be delaying my tier 2 advancements in order to get a bit more benefit from tier 2. Chaos Lord going into melee against all these knobs. How many of them are there? 11 versus 1. Incredible. Even with these war trucks providing support, I don't think it'll help too much. And my guys managing to shoot in the background there while the big mech and his guys also remain behind. Looks like the knobs will be mostly used as the green shield, which could actually work. There we go, especially if he gets his shooters into position, which as you can see he's doing. War truck being a bit of a pain in the ass though, shooting me up, and unfortunately I'm managing to get away before I can destroy it. Although, there we go, it's destroyed by something else apparently, not bad. And probably should attach a librarian or a skull probe to the there we go, there's a skull probe. Yeah, I should attach that to one of my squad members as well, so presumably I'll be getting librarian and the chaplain at some point. Nice little triple hero build. And we also got Purge of the Week also finally being researched, and okay, there we go, Power Sword's finally being researched for the opponent. Interesting, as well as Horror Squad's being built. So there we go, they're they're still a formidable fighting force though, and speaking of which, okay, apparently I did lose my force commander, interesting. So I've got two squads, one of them with an apothecary attached, second one with a skull probe attached, not bad. Of course would have been more preferable to attach a chaplain to that, what the hell, just have to see what happens. Also apparently some upgrade being done at the armory, I'm not entirely sure what the hell that is. In case I'm going to be recuperating my guys slowly but surely, and there we go, at least I should be able to detect those tank busters and blow the crap out of them with my heavy bolters. So yeah, very slowly, yeah. Get my guys down there. The Chaos player, Big Red Orks though, he could be doing a better job spending his resources, but oh well. He's going for another plasma generator, funnily enough. What if he's going for tier 3 actually? He could do that. Possessed ones and all that can make quite a bit of difference, but in case he's laying more tainted auspices instead. He's saying getting to mid, which hopefully I'll be following through very soon. And there we go, finally going for a chaplain, probably going for Grey Knights. Okay, rather than getting a force commander and a librarian out. And there we go, I'll be there we go, I'll actually be sending my guys in the back way to help out my ally rather than sending them this way. Probably, it probably wasn't really necessary, but what the hell. And my ally, there we go, starting to focus a bit more on ranged combat. Looks like he's got flash kits with an attached big mech. Is it? Yeah, he's attached to the same squad, yep. In fact, does he have a second squad of big mechs? Sorry, not big mechs, second squad of flash kits. I think he does, yep, he does. Interesting. Oh no, he doesn't. No. Whoops. So there you go, should be interesting squad to use, to being able to teleport them out of trouble using the big mech as well. And there we go, killer cans coming in, being quite a pain in the ass. It looks like my allies also got the boss weapons upgrade, whatever the hell it's called, as well as the electronic warfare suite. Well, it's not really called that, I think it's called the freaking Zap field or something like that for his big mech, managing to get the killer can to pause briefly. And there we go, fortunately managing to retrieve the bulk of his army though. Probably should have left in a few more knobs there, but there we go, he's actually upgrading the power claws. My opinion, probably doesn't really need to bother with power claws, he should have just focused on getting more squad members and just use them as a meat shield more so than anything else. My guy's slowly getting taken out by that killer can, quite the pain in the ass to say the least. Of this squad managing to remain though, while this killer can targets the flash kits and the big mech though, which is kind of crappy, but what can you do? These guys can take a lot of damage, I'll give them that. And finally a fresh Rhino transport coming in for myself, and Grey Knights coming in from the right flank as well, so we should be able to do a good job finishing off the opponents. And there we go, yeah, their numbers are being thin to say the least, so you should be able to take out this killer can quickly enough. There we go, it did manage to do a bit of damage though before it died though, which kind of sucks, what can you do? And there we go, forcing the horror squads to return, not quite to return to the sacrificial circle, but look at that, another challenge awaits us. Looks like the Chaos players at tier 3 is going to be going for possessed squads and getting the demonic fire research as well, which is just freaking dandy. Are we going to take out the sacrificial circle before that can happen? Probably not actually, it looks like that squad will actually get built up, although we might be able to take out the building before demonic fire is researched. Just see what happens. And I guess we are blowing up their base though, not too shabby, and possessed squad should come out though. And interesting enough though, they've got heavy infantry armor rather than demonic armor, so unfortunately my Grey Knights though, they won't get a damage bonus against them, which kind of sucks. In fact, even though this is heavy infantry for their armor though, it's actually meant to be elite infantry armor as far as I know. So what the hell, I mean, we should have more than enough really to be able to put them down, but really if things were a bit more even, then those possessed Chaos Space Marines would have been quite the pain in the ass, but what the hell. In case you've got flash kits with an attached Mad Dog being used instead with the fighting juice ability, probably should have used that juice ability on this flash kit squad instead, but what can you do? I wonder if you can actually use them on allied squads. It'd be interesting to use them on possessed Chaos Space Marines and use them as a meat shield, but hell. In case, yeah, these knob squads trying to do as much damage as they can. My Rhino transport getting into the fray as well, actually putting my guys right next to opponent's flash kits there, and there we go. Saying for fuck's sake, not really sure why. But yeah, flash kits really being a pain in the ass, Jesus Christ. I really should have been targeting them first though, rather than should have been targeting them first rather than the tank busters, but I guess I'll probably want to try to take out the tank busters so that my Rhino transport wouldn't get taken out. Maybe not such a bad thing to do actually, but what the hell, Grey Knights battling possessed Chaos Space Marines, which you'd think they should get a an advantage you get, but they don't have freaking demonic armor, so... Ah, well. What can you do? In any case, we do have the attached chaplain though, and it looks like we also got the... Oh my. Whoa. Took him out pretty quick there, goddamn. And they're still in the freaking running. Incredible. Because my ally freaking quit, of course. Simply incredible. And I'm missing at T3 despite the fact my ally's gone. Whoops. Bit more of a reflex reaction by myself, but really... I'm not really sure how this will end. I mean, if it kept on going and if, God forbid, my ally didn't unexpectedly quit, it probably would have... Well, actually, almost certainly would have won, but now it's not looking too certain, so I think we'll just fast forward, see what happens. He's saying this is ridiculous, as, yeah, we're basically doing incredibly well until my freaking ally decided to leave at the last... Really, literally the last few minutes of the game, for God's sake. Oh, what can you do? So will I be quitting? I don't know. In any case, we do have a nice little use of the orbital bombardment ability. Unfortunately, being used a little bit too late. It's not really doing much damage, but what can you do? Freaking fighter juice. Yeah, fighting juice ability being used as well. Bloody pain in the ass too, but oh well, what can you do? And yeah, my forces basically being massacred by the combined forces of the two players. As I was saying a few times before, or as I said a few times before, yeah, they still presented a pretty formidable fighting force, even when we managed to destroy most of the Chaos players' base, and yeah, they certainly proved it here by yeah, really beating the snot out of me when my ally quit. But oh well, what can you do? Still a hell of a game though, even if it didn't quite end as well as I hoped. So yeah, we're going to have Assault Terminators or Terminators dropping in, not really sure. Yep, Assault Terminators dropping in, just to say hi. Why not? Although that probably won't make much difference. What can you do? Oh, there we go, attaching a pocket ferry to them. And managing to keep them alive for a few extra seconds. We're saying GG, I suppose. But really, it's not really GG. What can you do? That missile actually missing entirely, not bad. God, so close to freaking victory, but oh well. What can you do? That's Orc player, he failed in the name of the Emperor. He's failed the Emperor. But then again, one cannot expect so much from Orcs. What can you do? So, good game to our opponents. This has been Danger Ditch, signing off.